So you're interviewing British Fight sponsored athlete Jason Cooledge ahead of his fight on Cage Warriors 69.
Hello.
So you last fought Brendan for the FCC title on 22nd of March. Unfortunately, this was a loss for you. You gave a great performance. However, is there any way you have noticed improvements and made amendments?
Probably in the fight, the range finding. I tried to fight like long distance, maybe a little bit too counter punchy in the first round, and the second round, third round, I thought I clearly won the fight because I got stuck in and turned into a bit of a brawl. So I've been working on my inside boxing. Obviously, Brad Wheeler's a little bit longer than me, so like, I need to get inside and punch him in the face.
You've fought many top guys. Who do you see as your toughest opponent so far, and do you feel your next opponent, Brad Wheeler, poses a significant threat?
It's hard to tell. Toughest opponent. They've all been good level guys that I've fought. I've not really fought anyone of a bad level. Brendan and Martin Stapleton were probably the most physically tough fights because obviously they were grueling, close fought 3 rounds. My losses were submission losses were mistakes I made in fight camp and in the fight rather than actual their ability.
You were the underdog for the next fight. Do you get nervous for fights, or do you feel being the underdog relieves some of the pressure?
I think people that actually know anything about MMA probably won't put me as the underdog. I think it's a really close match fight. I don't think there's no added pressure to any fight. You know, like the only pressure there is I put on myself. On Cage Warriors, my 2 outings before, I've not done myself any justice whatsoever. So the only pressure I've put on myself is to actually just go and fight how I can fight and to my best ability. Because if I fight to my best ability, I can beat anyone in the country. I've not lost to anyone I couldn't beat if I turned up or a different game plan. So it's not a skill thing, it's mindset. So that's probably the biggest thing I've been working on is decision making and just going into the fight with the right game plan.
75% of Wheeler's wins have been due to submissions. Do you feel this is something you need to be wary of, and have you changed your training to prepare for this?
Not really. 6 of my 10 wins have come by submission. I don't know, but 60% of my wins, good wins against good guys with good records and like technical subs, not like your bog standard. I've got a couple of anacondas and von Flue choke and stuff. People don't pull. I'm the only one I know that pulls out things like that. So I'm not worried about his jiu-jitsu. I respect his jiu-jitsu only as much as I respect his boxing or kickboxing or wrestling. You know, it's an MMA fight. I'm not worried about what he's going to do. I'm worried about what I'm going to do. That's it.
Is there a certain aspect of your game which you feel is better and in which you have an advantage you look to capitalise on?
I think my cardio is the best in the lightweight division. Like my cardio, if I push the pace, I can make anyone gas out. So the clear advantage I think is probably in cardio fitness, and everyone knows when they fight me that I'm good to go, solid for 3 fights. But other than that, you know, I'm a good wrestler, good striker, good jiu-jitsu. So, like, I'm sure if the opportunity comes anywhere, I would have the skills to finish it on the feet or on the floor.
Have you studied your opponent to help you decide your game plan, or do you like to go into a fight with an open mind and do what you feel comfortable doing?
I've seen him fight before, but I wouldn't say I've studied him, because if he watches my last fight, that I'm such a different fighter to then, and you know, the Brendan fight, the fight before Brendan fight, it was a completely different fight, you know. So, you know, the fight before I spent 15 minutes on the ground. This last fight I spent 15 minutes standing up. So it doesn't matter what he's done in the past. I'm a completely different person to anyone he's ever fought before. So he's going to be changing his game to fight me. I'm not changing my game to fight anyone.
In our last interview, you said you didn't mind getting back into Cage Warriors so long as you could fight often and push yourself. However, now that the fight has been confirmed, are you glad to be signed back to the UK's #1 MMA organisation?
It's great. It's not just the UK's #1; it's Europeans and #1 organisation. There's not a bigger show, this side of the pond that's bigger. So. Yeah, it's great to be back. It's nice to be fighting on the same card as Jack and Arnie and Kerry. And like I say, they are the best, and if they can keep me fighting active against good opponents, then I'll be happy to keep fighting for them.
Everyone down the gym must be buzzing with excitement so close to this historic event, Cage Warriors Super Saturday. How would you describe the atmosphere of the gym?
It's really good. Everyone's happy. Everyone's fighting. Like, they've got a load of pro guys fighting on BCMMA today, and then there's 4 of us fighting on Cage Warriors Super Saturday. Everyone's excited. The weather's nice. Training's going good. Everyone's peaking at the same time. Absolute beasts of sparring, and everyone's on the mat. And of course, everyone's psyched to have a big fight show this weekend, a big fight show next weekend. We can all go out and have a party afterwards. Hopefully not cause too much trouble.
How have you found the weight cut for this fight? Is the legendary Cooledge diet still in action?
Oh yeah. All the double carbs and McDonald's and Burger King and KFC, love it, eating it all. Yeah, diet's going really well. I think I'm probably my leanest I've ever been a week out, which is nice. The weight's good. Feel fit, feel strong. I've had a really good fight camp leading up to this fight. Everything's been perfect.
Finally, do you have anyone you'd like to thank for helping you prepare for your fights?
Obviously, got to give a big shout out to my sponsors. British Fighter, obviously, he's always hooked me up with training gear and sorting out all my walkout tees. And he actually hooked me up with my new supplement sponsor, J1 Nutrition. Definitely go and have a look at them because they've got loads of good supplements and products. Funky Gums for keeping my teeth in my head because I really like to get punched in the face. Octagon Wear and Blank MMA for hooking me up with my other training gear like gloves and tights and stuff. My main training partners, Sean, Arnie, Gonzo, Steve White. My coaches, Russ, who have been working a lot with my boxing coach from Champions Gym, Jack Mason, MMA coach, Lee Catlin, and Will Rayland, my strength conditioning coach, Stuart Barlegs, my Thai box coach. Do it like big case, obviously because they're awesome. And Corey, thank you for doing the interview. And my wife, I suppose, because she puts up with all my mood swings and my diets and all my endless hours of training. So.
Thanks for your time and all the best for Cage Warriors 69.
Thank you.